What's up, guys? You're watching Boy TV, and we are back with another reaction. Today we'll be reacting to Wasted Time by Eagles. This was suggested by a patron, so you know how to check it out. It's been a while since I checked out some Eagles. If you are a returning viewer to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel a ton. There are 100,000 of you guys that watch my videos and return to my videos, but over 85% of you guys are not subscribed. I know it can be easy to forget because my videos just pop up. I do the same thing sometimes. If this is your first time to the channel, I am new to the rock genre, exploring the mini classic rabbit holes, having a blast. If you want to join me on that journey, take a second to scroll down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss a video when I post. It helps out the channel tremendously. And if you guys are interested in exclusive content or you want to ensure that I react to your suggestion, definitely consider checking out the Patreon. The link will be in the description. I have tons of reactions to classic songs that got blocked here from YouTube, songs that I know you guys would enjoy. That being said, let's get right into this video.
Well, baby, there you stand with your little head down in your hand. Oh my God, can't believe it's happening again. Your baby's gone and you're all alone, and it looks like the end. Back out on the street, and you're trying to remember, how do you start it over? You don't know if you can. You don't care much for a stranger's touch, but you can't hold your man. Never thought you'd be alone this far down the line. I know what's been on your mind. You're afraid it's all been wasted time. The autumn leaves that got you thinking about the first time that you felt. You didn't love the boy too much. No, you just love the boy too well. So you live day to day, and you dream about tomorrow, and the hours go by like minutes, and the shadows come to stay. So you take a little something to let them go away. I could have done so many things, baby, if I could only stop my mind from wondering what I left behind, and from worrying about this wasted time. And the love has come and gone. Rushing on. I remember what you told me before you went out on your own. Sometimes to keep it together, we got to leave it alone, so you can get on with your search, baby, and I can get on with mine. And maybe someday we will
Man, this was a deeply emotional and beautiful song by Eagles. This song was slow burn, very purposeful and methodical in the way that it was like telling the story. And there's even a bit of redemption towards the end. Love the bass line on this song, love the riffs in there. The organs and the violin really gave this song an emotional feel to it. I love the way the drums would come in during some of the softer parts to give it a little bit of kick. There are lots of really good moments in this song. The varying levels of intensity definitely make you feel the lyrics more. Love that guitar in there being played with so much soul, so much passion. Don Henley's voice on this song was just so smooth. He had so much like feeling in his voice. His delivery was just outstanding. I also really enjoyed the harmonies that came in like towards the latter half of the song. They really helped to build up the energy during certain parts. This song was just beautifully crafted from start to finish. Definitely a masterful undertaking by the Eagles. Now let's dive into the lyrics on this song. He said, "Well, baby, there you stand with your little head down in your hand. Oh my gosh, you can't believe it's happening again. Your baby's gone and you're all alone and it looks like the end." So this is painting the picture of a woman who's having to face the fact that she's part of another failed relationship. She's sitting there just with her head in her hands and just kind of thinking about, everything that happened, everything that transpired. Obviously, this has happened more than once because she's saying it's happening again and she's like very disappointed about that. Next verse he says, "And you're back out on the street and you're trying to remember, oh, how do you start it over? You don't know if you can. You don't care much for a stranger's touch, but you can't hold your man." So she's single again, she's back out in the dating pool, and it's been so long that she doesn't even really know how to interact with the dating world. She honestly doesn't even have the desire because she was in a long-term relationship and she's gotten used to everything that person was doing. He said, "You don't care much for a stranger's touch, but you can't hold your man." So just that comfortability is no longer there. The chorus goes, "You never thought you'd be alone this far down the line, and I know what's been on your mind. You're afraid it's all been wasted time." So she was probably thinking that this relationship would be her last, that, this one would, go for the long haul. But obviously it didn't work out, and now she finds herself trying to date again in her older age. And along with that is the fact that, it was a big chunk of time that she spent with this person, probably in her prime. So now she's on the latter half of that, and she's thinking that she may have just wasted all those precious moments. You stayed in that relationship because you thought it was going to be for forever. You gave a ton of time, energy, and effort, and now you've broken up, so it really leaves you in a bad spot. Next verse he says, "The autumn leaves have got you thinking about the first time that you fell. You didn't love the boy too much, no, you just loved the boy too well, farewell." So here she's kind of thinking on her past relationships and maybe like the first time she was ever in love and how that relationship failed as well. He said, "You didn't love the boy too much, you just loved the boy too well." So what I'm getting from that is that the boy in the relationship was the one who wasn't ready to accept her love. She was doing what she was supposed to do, and he was kind of immature and left the situation. So here she's just kind of reflecting on her first time being in a failed relationship and how it really wasn't her fault. Next verse he says, "So you live from day to day and you dream about tomorrow, oh, and the hours go by like minutes and the shadows come to stay, so you take a little something to let them go away." So now she's kind of gotten to a point where she's kind of forgetting about the long haul. She doesn't care about, delayed gratification anymore. She spent so much time in that relationship, she just feels like she wasted her life kind of doing the right thing. So now he says she's living on a day-to-day basis, and maybe she's drinking or taking drugs to kind of cope with this situation. He said the hours go by like minutes and the shadows come to stay, so you take a little something to let them go away. So in a sense, she's fighting demons here. Maybe the demons of loneliness, failed relationships, wasted time, maybe all of the above. Chorus goes, "And I could have done so many things, baby, if I could stop my mind from wondering what I left behind and from worrying about this wasted time." So now he's kind of turning the focus back to himself, and he's saying I could have progressed in so many ways had I not, held on to what happened in this last relationship. Me lingering in the memories of this last relationship kind of stopped my progression. I'm thinking so much about if I wasted time or not that I just actually wasted even more time. Next verse he says, "Another love has come and gone and the years keep rushing on. I remember what you told me before you went out on your own. Sometimes to keep it together, we've got to leave it alone." So they're both feeling like time is rushing past, that they need to make up for all the time that they lost, and they're both still thinking about each other. And now he's kind of remembering a quote from her saying that sometimes to keep things together, you have to leave them alone. Basically similar to that saying that goes if you love someone, you have to let them go. And obviously that's what she felt like she had to do here. Last chorus I'll go over, he says, "So you can get on with your search, baby, and I can get on with mine, and maybe someday we will find that it wasn't really wasted time." So here is that redemption that I was talking about earlier. He's kind of saying like if we both move on, if we both let this thing go, either we will like have a different perspective on it like as we get older, or maybe we'll come back together, we'll reunite, and then it'll be as if we never stopped dating. But the first thing we have to do is really let go of this past situation. It's only hindering us from healing and, you know, making some progress. Man, this was a fantastic song by Eagles. Great recommendation from you guys. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content. And I'll catch you guys on the flip.